Hey guys, so last night I tweeted what you guys wanted to see in a video today, and I got a few replies, so I'm going to do actually most of them, but today I'm going to be doing a request from Mooney Jane, or Jane here on YouTube, sorry, and before I get started, the humidity has got my hair. Hong Kong's humidity has finally caught up to my hair. It's pretty bad, but sorry. I couldn't be bothered to do anything with it, so just ignore. So today's video is going to be my favourite makeup brushes. Sorry, I had to go help my mum make a cake for our friend, but anyway, I'm back. So, as you can see, I have quite a lot of brushes, and I'm just going to show you guys the ones I use a lot. I love all my brushes, but there are some that I use more than others. It's going to include Sigma brushes, it's going to include MAC brushes, it may include some other ones as well, but this isn't going to be like my Sigma review. I'm still testing them out and I'm still going to do a full review on them, but this is, sorry, I just like ran here, but this may still include some of them because some of them have already stood out to me, so yay! So I haven't even planned this. I'm just going to go through and pick out a few from eye brushes and face brushes, so I guess I'm going to start with face. Sorry. Okay, so if you watched some of my recent videos, actually my May favourites, another video, you know that I am in love with my Sigma F80, the flat top kabuki for foundation. I just love it. I used to love, well I still do love, but this is kind of taking its place, the MAC 130 for the same reasons. I like the flat duo fibre brushes for doing my foundation, for stippling and swirling. The reason I prefer this one, it's bigger, it's more dense, and it doesn't shed. This one used to shed a lot, and this doesn't shed at all. Brush that I've actually been loving, because I don't own the MAC counterpart, is I believe it's the MAC 150, but this is the Sigma F30 large powder. And it's really soft. It does shed a little, but you can see there's like, a hair coming off there. But it doesn't tend to shed on my face, so I don't really mind. If it's not on my face, I don't mind. We don't really mind. And I love this for bronzer. Definitely my favourite bronzer brush at the moment. Love it. So the thing with me is I pretty much always wear bronzer because I'm really pale, but I don't always wear blush because I find it's too much sometimes. But when I do, my favourite blush brush is the MAC 109. I have the Sigma version, but I haven't really played around with it enough yet, so so that's kind of my powder brush, my foundation brush, and my blush brush. That's all you really need in your face. Ooh, I forgot to bring out my retractable kabukis, both the Sigma one and the other one, the green one. I love both of those, but I forgot that I don't have them here with me, so okay, moving on to eye brushes. I'm going to have a few more of these. So first off we have this type of brush, which is the typical blending brush. Now here I've got the Sigma E35, which is the equivalent to the MAC 222 I believe, but I don't actually own that, so I'm really liking this. Two of the blending E25 brushes from Sigma, the travel ones. The full-size E25 from Sigma, and my MAC 217. So these are all pretty similar. You can see between the Sigma and the MAC there's not much in it. So, love all these brushes every day. I love how I have so many now. These two are free. What? So, love these types of brushes. Whenever any of my friends or anyone I know asks me to recommend the first brush to get from MAC, hands down, every time I will say MAC 217. And I have told quite a few people that, and quite a few people have loved it, so that is my recommendation to anyone out there thinking of buying their first brush. Get a MAC 217. Honestly, it will be worth it. MAC 239. Now Sigma has a version of this, which is the E55, and to me, I'm sorry Sigma, but you just don't live up. This is far fluffier. This actually sheds. I don't know if you can see that, there's those little hairs. I've never known eye brushes to shed, but Sigmas do a little bit. Anyway, This just doesn't compare, it's really fluffy, it's a bit bigger. MAC's is a lot denser and just packs on colour better. I still like that, but I like it for more washes of colour or putting it on and blending it out at the same time. But if you want a brush to just put on the colour, put it on amazingly well, $2.39. You can't beat the MAC $2.39. Okay, next I have these 3 brushes. Again, just like the 217 kind of brushes. These 2 are actually the same brush. These are the E45 from Sigma. And I love these for putting colour right there. I actually used one of these this morning for this. They deposit the colour in the crease really nicely, and they blend out at the same time, and they have a nice fine point, so it's quite precise. And this one is slightly rounder, and this is the Revlon brush. I don't know what brush it is, I'm not really sure, but it looks like this, and it's so soft and it's really good. So I love these 3. But you know, I think I got the Revlon one in Superdrug, so it's a pretty good deal. If you can't get your hands on the Sigma E45, which is quite difficult, I know, then that's a really good alternative. It's not quite the same, but it's pretty close. Okay, next one is actually another face one. Sorry, it's just in my eye brushes because they are actually supposed to be eye brushes. And it's the MAC 224 and the Sigma E40. Now, before I got my Sigma brushes, I used my MAC 224 for my concealer because I loved it. So it blends out really well. But then I got it. Then I got the Sigma counterpart, and you can see it's much bigger. So now I've reverted back to using the MAC one for its intended purpose, for blending, and I use the Sigma one for concealer, just because this is pretty big for your eye, and I have small eyes, so it's a bit too big, so it's fine for concealer, it does a bigger surface area, so it's fine, I don't mind. So I can do concealer with the Sigma one and go back to using the MAC one on my eyes just because it's smaller and therefore more precise. Okay, the next brush I'm going to show you, I don't think I've done a tutorial without, literally, and it's my MAC 266. The Sigma one doesn't really compare for me. I use it more for like pressing shadows into the lash line. It's just, I don't know, the shapes are pretty different. You can see that? So, and the Sigma one's thicker. This one's not as thick, so it's more precise. And I love this for my eyebrows. I use it pretty much every day. And before I bought this, I'm like, you can get an angled brush from anywhere, like literally. But I really love this MAC one. I've had ones from Eco Tools. I've had Sigma ones. I've had all sorts of ones, and this one's still the winner for me. The only problem, which is not to do with the brush at all, it's just to do with my makeup organising, is it always gets lost in here. Sorry, I just had a cool. Oh yeah, that was on my prom night. Anyway, yeah, it always gets lost in here, which is annoying, but that's not the brush's fault. That's my fault. And that's why I had to like pause the video and I had to spend like 10 minutes trying to find it in here. I had to take half the brushes out. So those at the moment are my favourite brushes. I do love a lot more of them that I just don't have time to mention in this video, but stay tuned if you want me to do a MAC overview brushes, and I'm going to do a Sigma one, so stay tuned for that. Okay, see you guys, bye!